Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. You know, it certainly is a beautiful day today, a beautiful morning to be intentional and do those things that you have purpose in your heart to do. You know, I was thinking this morning, well, I'm going to tell you. It's just such a fun time. Okay, Tiffany? It's a fun time because, spring is right there on the brink. And, springtime is a happy time. Springtime is a time of newness. It's a time of blossoms. It's a time of flourishing. And, that's why the excitement is in the air. The weather is beautiful. I don't know y'all where y'all at or around the globe, but where we are, the weather is absolutely beautiful. And it gets me to thinking about, those things that you have in your heart, those things that, you have been thinking about for a long time, those thoughts, those ideas, those things that you said that you're going to activate this year. And you're just waiting to activate those things. Don't wait anymore. Just get busy doing. Okay. Just get busy doing. Today, we're going to be talking about having a life filled with purpose. Having a life filled with purpose and being, connected with your purpose, being intentional. Last week we talked about defining yourself. And, all of this is, going on, following that thread of really defining yourself and knowing who you are. And many of you have, you took time and you have defined yourself. And now you've seen some things inside of you. And now you're willing to activate those things. And I would say to you, just do it. Just do it. Okay? Because this is a time of renewal. This is a time of growth. This is a time of abundance. This is a time of really, spreading your wings and soaring in your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. From those gifts, talents, from those values and gems that you have on the inside of you. So, with that being said, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table. And you have to have that time of self renewal where you just have gotten in touch with yourself. I'm gonna put it that way, Tiffany. Have gotten in touch with yourself because I'm gonna tell you this: your being affects your doing. Your being affects your doing. So with that self discovery, with that you defining yourself, get more in touch with that because we're gonna tell you about that. We're gonna spark some a fire inside of you this morning that's really going to have you intrigued. It's really going to bring you to the point of, look, I just can't wait. I just have to just go ahead and do it. So with that being said, go ahead, Tiffany.
So I think you just ready to get it, huh? Is that what that
Oh
is?
yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Absolutely. Any day above ground is always a good day. It's just
Yeah.
how we look at it. So we actually should maximize every moment that we're able to inhale and exhale. That's always a good day for us just to go ahead and celebrate life, celebrate what's happening, celebrate what we have, even celebrate the things that we don't have, because if we put in the work, we're going to be able to achieve those things.
Yes.
So it's just how we're looking at things. But I mean, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my strength. So I just have an attitude of gratitude, and I'm just kind of grateful on this morning. Nevertheless, you told me to go ahead and introduce myself, so let me not be disobedient. I am Tiffany Rochelle. I am called Coach T Row, and I am known as being the people's cheerleader because that's exactly what I do. I cheerlead you. I put that hand in your back, and I'm able to help push you towards success. So whatever it is that you want to be, I'm going to definitely encourage you to be that. I help you to rid the toxins from your heart and to set goals that are true to you. So out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth is definitely going to speak. So you want to make sure that you have a clean heart so we can have some pure words. With that being said, I am going to relinquish my stand to Miss Gertrude, but I'm going to tell you that our comments are going to definitely be your best friend. are going to be our best friend. So we're able to communicate. Good morning, Mr. Sean. It is so wonderful to see you here.
Good morning, Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the comments is going to be your friend. Please go ahead and drop your information in the comments field because we want to know more about you. You wrote a book. I want to know what the book is. If you got a business, we want to know what your business is. So go ahead and put that into the chats field because it's not going to just be us that needs to see this. It's going to be somebody else that needs to see that as well. So please put your information in the chats field so that it'll be able to be not only a blessing to us, to a blessing to somebody else, and it's going to be able to help you. You're going to be able to push you. Why not push you? Why not encourage your own self? Why not be the best you and go ahead and share the information? You need to go ahead and start listening to what your heart is saying. That's one of our topics today. So there it is. Go ahead and listen to that. You want to be this grateful individual. You want to be the successful individual. Go ahead and start today by putting your information in the chat field. With that being said, I relinquish my stand. Ms. Gertrude, the floor is yours so we can turn our passion into profit.
Yes, and don't forget about the conference that's coming up. We're going to have that information for you on next week where you could begin to sign up for it because we have some dynamic speakers that's going to take you to the next level. You know, I always tell you that your book is a gateway. So what you're going to do after your book, you know, you just can't sit there and, you know, think about royalties and, you know, collecting royalties. Your book is supposed to work for you and not you work trying to sell your book. Okay. There's a different way. Okay. There's a different way. And we're going to have some presenters that's going to help you with those things, taking your book to the next level, because they're going to introduce to you ways that can enhance, you know, your writing journey. And I'm excited about that. I don't know about you, Tiffany. I'm just excited about that because I'm always excited about, you know, helping people go to the next level in their lives. You know, that's something that really blesses me when, you know, I'm able to help somebody achieve those goals. And, you know, it does something on the inside of me, you know. And I know that these ladies, they are dynamic in what they do. And this is going to help you to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table. But when we talk about all of this, and we're talking about the subject today, having a life filled with purpose, you know, what is your why? You know, what is your why? Or you really in tune with your why you doing certain things, you know? And as I opened up and I told you about your being affects what you do, you have to really be in tune with who you are. And that's the thing that's going to propel you to do those things, you know, you're doing without, you know, knowing who you are. Your doing will become like a task. It'll become like something of rote, something that you might even don't want to do. But once you become in tune with who you are, you begin to, you know, just do those things automatically without you even, you know, thinking about it because it's who you are.
It's effortless.
Huh?
It's effortless.
Yeah. You live your truth, you know? So live in your reality. Okay. Always be present. And we did some things on yesterday, you know, some exercises to help you focus. You know, live in your reality. That is very, very important to increase your awareness because those things we talked about yesterday was, if you did those exercises, it will increase your awareness to help you focus. Okay. Having a life filled with purpose, coming into who you really are and what is your why. That's so very important. And, you know, as we moving into our first talking point, and Tiffany, you know, kind of hinted at, you know, listening to your heart. Listen to your heart. Have you really paid attention to listening to your heart? You know, this is all leading from yesterday's conversation when we talked about, really focusing in. Are you listening to your heart? Have you developed a personal mission statement? You know, you have a mission statement for your business. You have a mission statement for other things, but do you have a mission statement for your life? for your purpose and developing that. Don't just write things down, okay? A lot of times people take notes, they just write things down. But are you developing those things that you write down? Once you write something down, develop it. You know, if you don't take it to the next level, it'll always be there. You know, you just can't write it down. You have to, you know, move it to the next level, and then the next level, and then it'll begin to open up. It'll become like, you know, just like a root. Put it this way, like a root has many little strings attached to it. You know, develop things. Develop your life. Develop yourself as a writer. Develop yourself as a business owner. Always, you know, seek to take things to the next level. Just don't let it stay there on the bottom floor. Allow it to grow. Allow it to grow. Now, here's another one. What things do you do well? When we talking about listening to your heart. What things do you do well? When we're talking about having a life filled with purpose, when we're talking about increasing your awareness, what are the things that you do well? What are the things that you do effortless? What are the things that somebody else is always asking your opinion of? What are those things that somebody's always seeking you out?
You already got my pen working already, Miss Gertrude, with these good nuggets.
It's true, though. You know, you have to know. People have to know. Okay. But before people know it, you got to know it. Okay. You have to know. And once you know something, it's so easy, y'all. A lot of times people make it so hard. You know, it's not who people want you to be. It's not who you think that you are, but it's who are you? That's why last week, if you did the exercise where we talked about defining yourself, that was a loaded, you know, a statement there that will carry you throughout life to help you know your why, to help you walk in being who you are and doing those things. And doing those things. It's so very easy. What qualities? Here's another one. What qualities do you possess? What qualities? And I think last week we gave a whole bunch of different questions that we asked the audience, you know, about those things. And it means a lot because it will bring them to another level in their lives. And all this is lining up for this conference that's coming on, you know, that's coming forth in March 16th, I believe it is, March the 16th. So, you know, there's still some time, but you're going to get some more information on that. But it's going to bring you into another level, y'all. Like I said, this is springtime. This is a happy time, you know. I woke up like, what? It was 1 something this morning. I went back to sleep. Woke up at 2. I went back to sleep. I was just so excited. Says there's some things I have to do today. And, you know, those things come to me in the middle of the night. And I said, I got to go to bed because I got to get up for the show this morning. But y'all, there's some great things because it's springtime. It's springtime. So there's time to create some newness. There's some time to, you know, create some awesome things. So let's listen to your heart and see those things that you're supposed to bring forth in this season.
Good stuff, though, Miss Gertrude. I mean, I absolutely enjoy the fact of listening to your heart because heart matters are something super dear to my heart. Is making sure you're listening to your heart. But the catch is, if you're listening to your heart, what's in it? As in, because sometimes we'll listen to our heart, but our heart can be deceitful, and our heart is saying one thing and our mind is saying another thing. And as you stated already, it's springtime. And so since the springtime is, we do a lot of spring cleaning. And so there's some things that we need to go ahead and do so that we're able to make sure that we mind the things of our heart, and we're making sure that we're
Mhm.
following our heart for real. But it's cleaned out. We did some spring cleaning. And in the process of spring cleaning happening with your heart, like you said, it's a newness that ends up happening with
Yeah.
springtime. There's things that start to blossom. You start to see
Mhm.
the flowers start coming back up, and it just smells different. The earth starts to wake up.
Yes.
You get everything starting to come out of hibernation. But what did you plant? Or I know there's a lot of plants and flowers that are planted during the springtime. But while it was hibernation and while it was wintertime, what did you store away, and what things are you able to bring out? What were, because normally when we get ready to go into the wintertime and the hibernation ends up happening, like with they store away a lot of stuff. They go out and you ain't gonna be seen. It's cold outside. So the
Mhm.
things that you stored away and the things that you were hoarding, the things that you were holding on to, are those things that you still need to hold on to? Is it something that's healthy, that's going to be able to bloom now that the springtime is here? Or is this something that's going to be, I won't say so much toxic, but it's just something that's not healthy for you and you need to let it go? Springtime is a
Mhm.
time for us to start excavating some stuff that we were holding on to from the past season, and we need to go ahead and allow it to bloom. Allow the temperatures to start rising up and it be the perfect temperature for you to come out. When we're cooking, we know like we need to set the oven at a specific temperature so that things will be able to cook at a specific temperature. We don't want it to get too hot, and of course, we don't want to cook anything too cold. We want to make sure that it's just right. And so, this is a springtime. It's time for you to awaken. It's time for you to bloom, and it's time for you to start getting stuff taken care of. And there's another point that you had made when you said writing stuff down. I absolutely love. That's my favorite thing to write down. But you have a valid point. Don't just write it down. Commit it to your memory. Put those
Mhm.
things that's in your heart. Like, can't help it. I'm a church girl. That word have I hidden in my heart. So when you you normally treasure things that are in your heart. So
Yeah.
it's like commit that mission statement that you have for not only your business but for your life. What is it that you want to do for your life? Make sure that you have that
Mhm.
committed to your heart so that you'll know that this is what I remember. We got good memories. Oh my God, that was my heart. And you have a whole lot of things that I love, bringing up memories from my grandmother. That again, here's
Mhm.
my heart. So I love
Mhm.
bringing up those memories. But those are things that I have that's committed. Those are good things. Those are pleasurable things. It's committed into me. So I don't just have those memories written down somewhere. I remember them. It's something that I'm cherishing. It's something that I'm going to hold on to. So at certain things, that's what we need to do. Make sure whatever it is that we're holding on to is something that's healthy, it's something that's beneficial. So when we're listening to our heart, we're listening and we're progressing in the best way that we should go, not doing something that's toxic and not beneficial.
And that's so true. Not having something that's toxic and let it be beneficial. That's so very important. And when you were saying something also about springtime cleaning up, and also in the springtime people plant seeds. Okay, this is time to plant seeds. They get the little plants, and they make it look pretty. But remember this also, okay? Because this is something that's going to take you throughout the year. You have to know the seasons that you're in, okay? Seed time and harvest. Seed time and harvest, okay?
Gotta pay attention. Absolutely.
Yeah, got to pay attention, okay? So you have to do things in a certain season. So that's why you have to be aware. Being aware of what you're doing, because it will carry you throughout the season, okay, throughout the year, through this writing journey, through this entrepreneurship journey, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, listen to your heart. And I always say, and Tiffany love me when I say this, you got to be ready. You just can't hurry up to get ready. You have to listen to that still soft voice in your heart. What is it telling you to do? Because many times you miss opportunities. Okay, you miss opportunities. Your opportunities have to line up. Okay, when you were talking about being divided, you have to know who you are, and that goes back to your being. Who are you? Your mind has to line up with your communicate, your mouth. Okay, and it all has to line up with your heart. You're doing. A lot of times things don't happen because everything's out of alignment. But when you know your why, when you know your purpose, when you know your reason for doing things, when you are true to yourself, okay, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Be unapologetically you. Have a life filled with purpose. Increase your awareness. Be in the present, not in the past, not in the future. The future will take care of itself when you walk true to yourself, when you listen to your heart. And this is another one right here. Here's another one. Not only listening to our hearts, surround yourself with positive influences. Positive influences. People who are not just talking the talk, okay? But they are doing and they are finishing. And they have arrived at the place that you desire to be. You need that energy. You need that momentum. Okay? When you're in the right circles, it will propel you to the next level. You can't stay here on this plateau and think everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Get out that comfort zone. Okay? Comfort zone is never good. Anytime you find yourself in a comfort zone, that's not the place you need to be. It's time to mount up. Mount up like an eagle, okay? Eagles, they're busy doing things to, further whatever they're doing, whatever their purpose is in life. Eagles are never sitting around complaining, talking about other people, being judgmental. If you find yourself in circles like that, that's not where you need to be. Okay? Surround yourself with positive influences. People that encourage you and support you. Not just saying it, but actually doing it. All of these things have to line up together. You can't have one without the other. Okay? You have to look and really pay attention because it will affect you in the long run. Another thing that you could do, you could listen to uplifting videos, uplifting podcasts, uplifting conversations, because these things will help you. They will encourage you. They will energize you. You have to choose. You have to make those choices. I choose not to be around negative conversations. I choose not to be around, conversations I hear that somebody's always putting people down. Good morning, Phyllis. How you doing this morning? Long time no see. But, this is something that you have to choose. Because this will affect you in the long run. Remember, this is a journey. It's a writing journey. It's an entrepreneurial journey. It's your life journey. There's things that you need to accomplish. There's things that you need to get done. There's ideas that you have on the inside of you to be able to impart that to the world, on the world stage. So you can't allow those things to interfere with you, interfere with your being. You can't allow those things. Here's another one. Give others a reason to smile. How about that? Give others a reason to smile.
That's my favorite. I love that.
Yes, give others a reason to smile. Not a reason to avoid you or a reason to shy back from you. Give them a reason to smile. It's always, encouraging somebody to do better. And, you know, we as writers, we as authors, you as a business owner, you as a neighbor, you know, be an example. Be an example. Because people are looking for direction. They're listening. Be that solution to other people's problems. Everywhere you wind up, look for a problem. Okay. Matter of fact, you don't have if you know who you are, you don't even have to look for the problem. The problem's already there. Just wait for the people to come to you.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like you're a magnet to it. You just drawn like that moth to the flame. You just drawn to it.
Yes,
it happens that way.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes you might not even feel like it, Tiffany. Sometimes you might not feel like it, but then they come to you, they tell you their problems, or they show you what's happening, you know, in their life, whatever that might look like for you. Okay? And then even though you are tired in the body or whatever, you wound up helping them.
Yeah.
Or you offer them advice.
When it's in you, absolutely.
When it's in you. That's why you surround yourself with positive influences to, you know, continue that fire burning within you. Because otherwise, if it's negative influences, if it's bad conversations, if it's always something that's detrimental or anything like that, that's gonna snuff that fire out.
It does. You're pouring out a whole lot, helping somebody else. So you need some positive individuals and people that are around you to help build you and make deposits into you. You're releasing virtue coming from you when you're helping other individuals. So like you said, listening to those positive broadcasts, listening to podcasts, listening to other individuals, whether you're going to a church, a seminar, or you're going to some type of conference, just being around certain people, you need that in your life. Because if you're any kind of entrepreneur, any kind, you're going to need some kind of positive influence in whoever you're around. They affect you. So, and you can't allow who's around you to infect you, because it's going to affect what you do. So that's very good for us to make sure that we're around positive influences. And even if you haven't started your entrepreneurial journey, if you haven't started being an author, surrounding yourselves around individuals that have accomplished what you want, that's helpful for you. So you see, like you said, you see what they've done and you're like, you know what? They look like success. That looks like what I want to be like. So let me go ahead and glean some wisdom from them. They may or may not tell you any details of it, but sometimes just being around their presence, they may give you a little bit of nuggets. So them small little bricks that they get help to build your business with whatever it is that they're giving you, and you can help build upon that. But being around individuals that's going to build you up, not tear you down, totally matters. I'm glad you got that. It's good.
Yes, ain't that the truth? Build you up and not tear you down. Because, you know, that's good, Tiffany, because that affects people. How many people have been torn down? Okay. They rise up, they get to a point and tear. I think all of us have been through that. Okay. All of us. But that's something that we don't do. Okay. Even with our mouths. Okay. We have to learn the power of our mouths, our speech. It has those words. Words have power. There's no such thing as sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's a lie from the pit of hell.
They hurt and they stick with you.
Yeah, absolutely. They stick with you. And some people have been so traumatized or so bruised by those things, you know, they're going through life, you know, feeling defeated, feeling like they have no purpose or anything of that nature. So that's why you surround yourself with positive influence. And there's no such thing, oh, I was just kidding. No, you weren't. Okay. Right. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Okay. And like you were saying about the spring cleaning. Okay. When you're over there defining yourself and there's things inside of you, because we talked about that on last week's broadcast, there's things that you have to replace. You know yourself better than anybody else, okay? You know those things that's in your heart. You know the toxins in your heart, like Tiffany always talks about the toxins in the heart. So get those things out. Start working on those things. Okay? Just don't leave them sit back there, continue pushing the dust under the rug, covering up things. Get it out. It's time to get it out. It's time to flourish. It's time to blossom. Yeah. Things will begin smelling better, right?
Absolutely.
They begin looking better. Okay? You'll begin to, attract positive things in your life. Okay? You begin to attract positive things in your life. You'll begin to see those opportunities because things won't be cloudy. Things won't be dusty. Things will be just like a brand new clear day with the sun shining bright. Think of all those things. Sometimes you just have to just get out there in nature and just sit back and look how nature operates. It's not hard, y'all. Look how nature operates. Look how, springtime comes, you see the birds in the garden, you see the butterflies and everything.
Pay attention to it because there's a harmony that's out there if you pay attention to what's going on out there. I love seeing how the birds interact with each other. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I love going to the beach. The beach is my favorite place to go on. And sometimes I wonder, do all these birds know each other? Like, it sometimes just seems like there's birds come from over here, and then you got birds from over here, and they're like in two different sections that they're coming from. And then they all just get together and then they're just there. And it just seems like so much unity. I'm like, are y'all friends? Are you cousins? Are you relatives? Like, how? But they just like come together and you're seeing how they do. And then while I'm at the beach, I get a chance to see all the fish and they're just in harmony. And sometimes you can see them and they're just going around. And it's just so beautiful. And it doesn't seem like there's any clashing at all. It just seems like it's such harmony out there. You can feel the wind blowing and you just feel it going. The wind is here and the waves is here. And you're just doing one. And it's just like, oh my God, this is so peaceful. So when I'm out there, I'm like, how can I bring this peace in here? How can I allow this peace that's surrounding me right now? How can I bring that in here to make it applicable to my life? Because there's so much going on out here and there's no disarray that's happening. Again, the birds are doing their thing, the fish and the seagulls and all them. So everybody's doing their own thing and there's no clashing and it still feels so peaceful. So if things can happen in my life, bills to pay, business to do, individuals over here, families over here, still got a whole bunch of stuff to do, but it still can go into harmony. How are you handling that? And who is surrounding you that's causing you to still have harmony in your life? You have to make sure you have the right people that's around. So when chaos comes around, it's not chaotic. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel chaotic.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Every day. No, I never thought about the birds like you thought about it, but that's good. That's a good way to think about it. The harmony. Embrace life, Tiffany. Embrace harmony. Life,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to embrace life, and live this life. We only have one life to live, maximize those opportunities, learn and grow. Embrace life. Life is beautiful, y'all. Life does not have to be hard. Just like she said, the harmony. But then it goes back to who are you surrounding yourself with? Okay? This is your world, your mind. This is your world. Okay? The way I see things is not the same way Tiffany sees things because that's her world. Okay? What's between the ears? That's her world.
I said, you're absolutely right. Two different. I said, but we still get along.
Yeah. You have to embrace life, embrace your life. Live your life to the fullest. Live your life with purpose. Live your why. Be unapologetically you. Okay? Your being affects your doing. Who are you? Okay? Who are you? And live it. Okay? When you discover who you are, you live that life to the fullest. And you introduce those gems, those treasures, whatever's in your heart to the world. And that's how you have a monetary gain from those things that's inside of you. You are sufficient within yourself, whether you know it or not. Okay? You are a producer. You are a creator. Embrace that. Embrace who you are and what you have to offer. What somebody else needs to learn from you. Because there's so much on the inside of you that you have not even tapped into yet. And it all goes back to who you're surrounding yourself with. Are they drawing it out of you? Or are they, holding it hostage with inside of you? And you don't feel comfortable. They could say all kind of things. But are they drawing it out of you? Are they drawing the best out of you? Are they drawing your best self out of you? See, that's the key right there. Are they drawing it out of you? Are they, helping you to grow? Because people could say a lot of things. But is it happening? They don't have, that's unspoken things, okay? You will feel it happening. You will feel it, okay? You will feel growth, just like you'll feel stagnation. There's no denying it. Embrace life, okay? And evaluate your progress. That's a self-reflection there. Evaluate your progress. Are you progressing? Or are you going backwards? Or are you staying the same? And, a lot of times people look for things. They look for trying to see things. These are things you can't see, okay? You can't see those things. If you're always looking for things and trying to see if this is working and who's doing this and who's doing that, or likes, and I'm going to social media, likes and comments and all these things, that's not it, y'all. That's not it. That's not it.
More to life than likes.
Game, huh?
Mm-hmm. There's more to life than likes.
Oh yeah, there's more to life than life. Yeah, but are you bringing transformation? Is there impact? Is there something is on the inside of you, and you could tell if you're in tune with yourself? If you're in tune with yourself, you know if you're going from level to level, or if you're staying the same, or if you're going backwards. And in this case, we don't even like to say backwards. When you're on Turning Your Passion in the Prophet Morning Show, if you pay attention, you're going forward. You're not going to stay the same, because we challenge you to do better. Okay? We're selfless here. Selfless. Okay? We want to see you maximize your potential. We want you to stop leaving money on the table. We want you to be the highest version of yourself. We want you to be in recognition, recognize who you are, to be aware of the treasures and gems that you have on the inside of you that can impact the world, that can bring transformation not only to other people's lives, but also to your life. So you have to embrace those things. Embrace who you are and leverage your unique skills and your strengths. Those are the things you do. When I said your being affects your day, leverage your unique skills and your strengths. What are those strengths that come easy to you? Those are the things that you use in order to show up for your audience. They come, and it's not effortless. How would we say? Hard for you. It's not hard. There's no struggle. So embrace those things.
Absolutely. You've got to embrace those things. Anything that's super positive, that's going to propel you ahead, you need to go ahead and do that. There ain't no looking back. You can't look back anymore. Time for all that looking back, it has to stop. If you're going to look back, that's because you are in a car and you have to look back because you're in reverse so that you can drive forward. The only time we need to look back is just to be in our vehicles, because Is it clear? Is anybody coming behind me? Check my left and let me check my right. Outside of that, we're going forward. Even if you're in a vehicle, what do you say? I'm driving. In order to drive, that means you're going forward. Even if I'm golfing, if I'm driving forward. Either way it goes, no matter how you look at it, when you're driving, you're moving forward. I want to drive my life forward. I always want to be in a progressive motion. I always want to be to a point where there is no looking back, it's ahead. If I'm looking back, it's not even looking back. I'm reflecting on the things and the places. Great morning, Miss Christine. I'm reflecting on the places and the things that and seeing my growth as far as where I came from. But for me to look back and be comfortable in that place, I don't want to do that comfort spot. I don't want to be in that comfortable place. If I'm doing the comfort, I'm getting my comfort. I'm meaning my the comforter, like the blanket. That's that comfort that I'm making reference to. If I want comfort, let me call the Holy Spirit, because He's my comforter. That's the kind of comfort I am. I don't want to be in a place where I am comfortable because I become complacent. The minute that we become comfortable, we become complacent. And that's not where we need to be. If I start becoming complacent, I am now no longer in a place where I can really embrace life. I need to move forward. So it's something that I need to break out of so that I can break through to my next level. Comfort zone should never be comfortable for you. You should never be. If I'm comfortable, I've maxed out here. What's next? Where's that vision that you said that you had for your life, or have you not had one? Because we're so comfortable and we became complacent in life. We need to release that comfort zone or where we're at. Make this uncomfortable comfort. If that's what you want to do, the next place in the next season that you're going to be in life, that's uncomfortable because that's your unknown. Get comfortable in that place. Once you're comfortable in that, guess what? It's time to go ahead and go. You're making progressive steps. You're going ahead. You're moving forward. Make your comfort uncomfortable. You can't stay there. You want comfort again, get a comforter. That's what you get. But get out of the comfort zone. It's time for us to stop being complacent and move forward. I'm sorry. I rest my seat. It's 10:42. My fault.
It's true. It's true though, right? Get out of that comfort. And that goes back to the plan, right? The plan. Because when you're right, if you come to that point of, okay, well, I've maxed out this. Well, something else is there. That's why you have to be aware. That's why you have to write it down. Write the vision down and make it plain, that he that readeth may run. Though the vision tarry, wait for it. It won't lie. It's going to come. But then you have to be aware, okay? Well, this has ended or this has come here. There's something else for me. But don't remain there. Don't be stuck there, okay? Have a life filled with purpose. Increase your awareness, okay? Embrace life. Surround yourself with positive influences, because it makes a difference. And you have to pay attention to that. No matter how nice people are, okay? You still love them. Not telling you to hate anybody. Still love them, okay? But if it's going to affect your journey and it's going to affect what you have on the inside of you, okay? You have to be aware. Now, you're not, when you come into the knowledge of different things, it's time for you to do something about it. Okay, it's time for you to do something about it. Maybe you weren't aware before, but now you are aware now. So listen to your heart. What is your heart speaking to you? What is your heart speaking to you? And remember this, your being affects your doing. Your being affects your doing. Understand your why and live your reality. Be unapologetically you. That's all it takes. Be unapologetically you, because this is springtime, okay? And the world is waiting on what you have to offer through your book, through your products, your services, whatever that may be, okay? Whatever that may be. It's your time. You have heard all of these good things, all of these nuggets that, we have brought to you on this broadcast. Now the ball's in your court. What are you going to do with what you have already heard? Okay, you just can't continue just hearing and writing it down. You have to activate it, put it into action. This is springtime. There's greatness inside of you. There's treasures inside of you. There's gems inside of you. It's time for you to show up for your audience. Show up in the space that people are looking for you to show up in. Okay, it's your responsibility. And we hope that, you have received benefits from this broadcast. And you're going to take those things to the next level. You're not just going to be a hearer of what we said, the word, but you're also going to be a doer. And not only a doer, but you're going to be a finisher. Okay, I'm speaking that into your life, that you're going to be a finisher. You're going to maximize your potential, and you're going to stop leaving money on the table. And with that being said, we hope that you have a prosperous day. And remember this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace.